Hey, we're going to get started here shortly. Let me get the live set up. Hey, Shirley, thank you so much for hopping on. We're about to be live in a few minutes. Hey, Shirley, thank you so much for hopping on. All right. Get my screen together. All right. Hey. All right, we are so excited to be here. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. I'm April Beverly, the $1,000,000 word stylist. Entrepreneurs and small business owners turn to my Coachly Smart AI software when they want to transform their dull, boring words into spine-tingling sentences that propel the right folks whip out those credit cards and smack the buy buttons. And we are here to talk a little bit about April 3.0 that just dropped. We are super excited about all the things that April 3.0 is doing. And I wanted to take just a minute to share with you guys some of the comments that our users are dropping in our school group. It's called AI Profit Pros. I will make sure I drop the link so you guys can go check that out as well. But let's see what's been going on in the group. So today's assignment was for them to test out some of the features of April, ask April some questions that we're going to talk about here shortly, see what's what with the what, okay? And so some of the comments that have been coming in, Lulu says it actually told me the date and time and the region that I'm in. Let's go, April, for knowing what's going on. I have not asked about current events in America, including the protests and what they're about. It gave me a great summary about the messaging, the what, why, and what's next. She says she's not American, but trying to keep up with the events around the world. That's why I asked this. That's awesome. Daria says, I tried the items you suggested. My favorite one, discovered by accident before you post it, is the ability to stop mid-thought to add forgotten information. Let's go, April. We're excited about that upgrade. Creative verbiage to update my landing page. Crystal says, I was using April as a brainstorm partner yesterday to update our website. It was nice not having to give it so much beforehand. That's with the April voice print updates. We have someone who was using it to review, what was she working on? Oh, she created a bio about the first black winemaker. She was really impressed about the output. Woo, y'all, April is out here cooking. That's all I got to say. She is out here cooking. There are so many comments about what April has been doing just from this morning. So we are super excited, and we thank all of our users for digging in and testing out these new features for us. All right, so let's dive in, and I'm going to give you guys a demo of April. Let me make sure the screen looks good. All right. Yep, screen's on. All right, so here we go. Now, April 3.0 has several updates. Shirley says, I'm so excited about what April wrote. Yes, let's do it. April 3.0 has several updates. So I'm going to show you guys just a quick lay of the land before we dig into some of those updates today. So for those of you who are not aware of April 3.0, you are missing out, because April does not only do content creation, it does voice recognition, so it can talk to you. It also, I like to say she also creates videos. She creates those viral videos with images in it. Y'all, I'm using my train of thought. It's been a long day. But she creates those viral images. I mean, viral videos. She creates culturally smart images. She creates twin images, all the things. You're getting all those things in one incredible platform. It's not just a content creation. It's content from the perspective of words, images, and videos. Okay? So let's get into some of the most recent updates that we have. We wanted to make sure that April was aware of current events and know what's going on now. So let's just ask her a quick question. Have TSA agents started getting paid yet? So we know that this is a story that has been in the news right now today, right? Someone on TikTok asked me, was April up to date? And y'all tell me, is April up to date with what's going on? So April says, yes, they have. Most TSA agents started receiving paychecks on Monday, March 30th, which was, she's saying, yesterday. What's today? March 31st. They got paid for at least 2 full pay periods that they missed during the partial government shutdown, according to the TSA. And she goes on to give you the full rundown. Okay. So the answer to that question, is April up to date? Clock it, she is. Okay. She's definitely up to date. Let's ask her, who's the president of the United States, just so y'all can see that she is up to date and she is not playing out here. And there's no, like, you don't have to share a link. You don't have to look at a blog post. You don't have to look at any of those things. April just knows what's going on. Okay? Yes. So for those of you who are just joining, please make sure you share this out with your people. I am showing you one of the recent updates from April 3.0. We made sure that she is current up on what is going on in the world. Because if you are relying on her to be your partner, your friend, your AI confidant, then you need her to know what's going on so y'all can talk back and forth about the news and what you need to include in your sales and marketing content. Okay. So I asked her, have TSA agents started getting paid yet? She said yes, yesterday. Today is March 31st, so she is absolutely right. I asked her, who is the president of the United States? She said Donald Trump. She understands what's going on right now. Okay. So that's one of the features that has been updated. We have also expanded the memory. So I can say something like, thanks for the insight. I want to write a newsletter about the struggles of TSA agents trying to catch up on money lost, whatever. So she says, yo, that's a powerful topic. TSA agents going through it right now. Okay, April, yeah, we know. Working without pay for over 40 days, then trying to dig out of the financial hole that created. That's the real struggle that deserves to be told. Right. Before I start writing, let me ask you a few questions so I can nail this. What type of newsletter email is this? Who's your audience? What's your goal with this email? Do you have real stories, data, or quotes from TSA agents? Right? Remember, I only work with real info if real info you provide. I don't make up client stories or testimonials. Thank you. Okay. So I can say something like, I can say it's a sales email. Let me do an announcement. Say it's an announcement. General public who should care, raise awareness. I don't have any stories, but can you provide some research? So April like, look, I can't pull research or create stories for you. She wants it to be from the person who's writing the article. FYI. So she gives you all the data. She tells you what she can use, da 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 da, and then we can go out here and we can say, let's go grab a story. Oh shoot, New York Times ain't gonna come up for me. I don't have a subscription. Hold up, let me pull a story that's gonna be. All right, so we go over here. Cool. Use this as a she says, now we're talking. Let me write your announcement email that raises awareness. So she uses the link. She's reading the link, using that information to craft the story. Now, as you can see, I didn't share with her anything about DHS, acting assistant secretary, and all that information. She was able to read all of that from the link that I shared with her. So I didn't have to copy and paste the page. I just simply dropped the link in and she read it. Okay. And this is the email. They worked 40 plus days without pay. Now what? I need to talk about something that's been sitting heavy with me. Yesterday, TSA agents finally got paid. After working more than 40 days without a paycheck during the government shutdown, they started seeing money hit their accounts on Monday, March 30th. But here's what nobody's talking about. Getting that back pay doesn't erase what just happened to them. Think about it. You show up to work every single day. You screen bags, you deal with frustrated travelers, you keep airports safe and running, you do your job with zero guarantee that you'll ever see a dime for it for over a month. That's not just financial crisis. That's psychological warfare on people who are just trying to take care of their families. And yeah, they got paid for pay periods 4 and 5, but some are still waiting on partial payments from period 3. The money's trickling in, but the damage that's already done. Because when you go 40 plus days without income, you don't just fall behind on bills, you fall behind on life. April, you better say it. Okay. So I'm not going to read the whole newsletter, but as you can see, April understood the assignment and she came with it. So yes. All right. So we talked about, let me get my list to make sure I hit on some of the new features that we're doing. So we are doing an all in April challenge. And so I asked the members of my school community, as well as our existing subscribers, to check out some of the newest features of April. So I'm going down my checklist. So longer responses, it definitely does it. One of our users said that she asked April to help with her marketing plan. She gave her a 24 pager. So yes, the longer responses are definitely happening. We have a stop button. So I can say, okay, add more details about the emotion tied to this. And you see there's a stop button. So while she's thinking, I'm going to be like, no, 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 I don't really want that. This is good as it is. And I've hit the stop button and she stops. Okay. And yeah, the stop button is life. Okay. I needed the stop button myself. So if y'all love the stop button, thank you. But I needed my developer to add a stop button because I really needed that stop button. Okay. So they worked 40 days. So she started and I was like, okay, instead add more details about why they didn't get paid. And boom, she goes back and she says, got you. Let me revise this, dig deeper into why they didn't get paid. So she kept the original, stop, pause, pivot, boom. And she wasn't playing. She said, you want any other adjustments? Because I'm cooking with grease over here. All right. And then I can say, hey, April, nope. Oh, let me allow. Hey, April, nope, we're all good. Thank you so much. You did a great job. Oh, I got my stupid mic thing on, y'all. I'm not set up to share on the mic with this way I'm live streaming, but y'all can test the mic. It definitely works. But with my live stream, I can't. It's not picking up my voice for the live stream. All right, so we got. I want y'all to go test out the voice. Y'all saw the voice print yesterday. Oh, for our existing members, for our existing members, for our existing members. I know y'all did not like having to submit tickets to change your credit card info. Update card has been added, so you can do it directly from the platform. Directly from the platform. It takes you straight over to Stripe. And you can update your card there right from your profile. Update card. I'm so happy that we added this. I know y'all was working with us, submitting your tickets to be able to update your card info, but you don't have to do that anymore. It's right there. It's right there when you need it. All right, so we did the stop button. April is, and I don't know if y'all understand this, but as of today, well, as of this new April 3.0 rollout, April is one of the most updated AI platforms on the market right now. Like, we running neck and neck with the tools that have billion-dollar investors behind them. Go test out any of these little smaller tools created by small business owners, and they not up to date. They're not telling you what today is. They're not telling you what time it is in your specific area. I can ask April right now, what date and time is it? And you may be like, well, why does that matter? It matters because if you're mapping out email sequences, the last thing you want is for a tool to tell you to send something on April 15th and it's only April 1st. Like, it messes up. You got to have a tool that understands exactly what date it is. So when you start mapping out those sequences, they make sense. That's critical. And I have come across a ton of AI tools that do not know what the date is. You got to try to sequence them and then they get the date wrong. They just have a random date in it. It's terrible for a copywriter, for a marketer. You need to understand dates because your whole entire content calendar is tied to dates. So it matters a lot. And April just told us today is Tuesday, March 31st, and the current time in Eastern Standard Time is 4:49. Now, if you are in Kenya, if you are in Thailand, if you are in the Philippines, if you are in Ohio, if you are in Seattle, it's going to give you the time in your area, which is going to allow you to be able to map out your email sequences and to understand and tie real world what's going on right now to your content. Yes, April knows day and time right now. Yes, she absolutely does. She said it's lit. Yes, she knows the date and time. Thanks for having April so current. Thank you so much. Yeah, a lot of people are like, well, why does that matter? I'm trying to tell you. This is one of the massive updates. It seems minor, but all the things that my team had to do behind the scenes to make sure this happens, it is not a minor update at all. And if you play around with any of the other AI tools, it is hit or miss on having the right date. Okay? Seriously. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. That is April 3.0 for today. I want you to go try it out, go test it out, go get you a free plan, upgrade to that monthly plan. We're running a special right now with discount code APRIL as in April. That ends tonight at midnight. So if you want to slide in for the low, make sure you do that now. April is only going to get better. We have so much in store for you guys coming up in the next few months. But for right now, let's relish in April 3.0. I have not even shown you all the updates. It's going to take me 10 days, 7 to 10 days to show you all the updates. But I want y'all to keep joining me on the live stream so I can show you, go over everything with you. If you guys have any questions, please make sure you hit me up on Messenger, or make sure you join us inside the school group, AI Profit Pros. I will make sure I link that in the comments. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. Have a great one. Bye, everybody. Yes, come through. Create on April tonight. You are hyped. I love it. That's what I love to hear. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye. Thank you. I got to figure out where's my window to shut down. There we go.